there is a Japanese fairy tale that can be used as an allegory and enables a question to be asked of you. The story is about an elderly couple who lived a long time ago in the ancient land of Japan. The husband gathered grass and fodder which he sold to the farmers so that they could make a simple living. And the wife did the household duties, taking her washing down to the river to beat on the rocks, stirring the rice and keeping the brazier alight. They were contented, but their one regret was that they had no child to take care of them in their old age. And every day, in their daily rituals of prayer to the goddess Kannon, the goddess of great compassion, they prayed for a child, but in their old age, expecting that this was now impossible. But one day, while the woman was down at the river, beating her clothes on the rocks to clean them, she looked out in the middle of the river, and there was the biggest peach she had ever seen. Now the river was running quite fast in the center, and she tried to reach out to grasp this juicy piece of fruit, but even with a stick it was not possible for her to draw the peach to her. But then she suddenly remembered that she knew a little incantation, and so she used that incantation, and as she did so, making the little rhyme, the peach, as though it were following the rhythm of her words, moved over towards the bank where she was, so she was able to reach out and grab this large piece of juicy fruit. She was so excited about this, she didn't even finish her washing. She gathered up her basket because she longed to take this piece of fruit back to share with her husband. Now it was some time before he came back from the fields, but when he did, she greeted him with great aplomb and said, "Come, quickly, quickly." And he said, "What is it? What is it? What is it, woman?" She said, "I have something to show you." Well, when the large peach was brought out, he too agreed it was the largest piece of beautiful fruit they had ever seen. Well, the husband could hardly wait to share this fruit, so he went and took his big knife and he brought it back, and he was just about to slice through, and all of a sudden it opened up in front of them, and out stepped a small child. Now the child greeted the old couple and said, "The goddess Kannon has had compassion for you and sent me to you as your child." Now the old couple were absolutely overjoyed that now in their old age they had someone to look after them. And they gave him a name. They gave him the name of Mamamoto, which meant peach child. Now Mamamoto began to grow very rapidly under their loving care, and at the age of 15 He was a strapping, strong, fearless, brave fellow. But one day he came to his father and he said, "You have taken care of me so well over these years, but now I must ask a great favor of you. You must let me go." Well, the old man and his wife pleaded with him, "Why do you have to leave us? Where is it you have to go?" And Mamamoto said, "In a far distant place, there is a group of devils who are demonizing the countryside, and I must eradicate them." Well, the old man looked at Mamamoto and said, "You indeed are a brave and fearless young man, although so young. We send you with your blessings and our blessings on your quest." Both of them, the old man and the old woman, set to pound rice, to make some rice cakes for Mamamoto to take with him on his travels. And when the cakes were made, they were wrapped in a kerchief and given to him, and he was sent on his way. As Mamamoto traveled across the countryside, he came to a place where all of a sudden there came bounding towards him a great dog about the size of a young horse, its teeth bared, ready to attack him. And it said to Mamamoto, "How dare you come into my territory without even requesting my permission? If you don't give me all the food that you have in your possession, I'm going to bite you till I kill you." Mamamoto stood tall in front of the dog and said, "I am Mamamoto, and I have no fear of you." The dog immediately became cowed and bowed down in front of Mamamoto, apologizing to him. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry," putting his head on the ground. Please, will you share some food with me? I'm very hungry. And can I come with you on your travels?" Mamamoto said, "I will not give you all the food that I have, but here you can have half a rice cake." After the dog had partaken of this food, he dutifully followed Mamamoto as he continued on his travels. And they had not gone too much further when all of a sudden they heard a sound coming out of the trees, and scampering down the tree in front of them was a monkey. Now the monkey approached Mamamoto, even though the dog menaced him and said, "I know you, Mamamoto, I know you as a great being. Please, can I come with you? Now the dog was jealous and grumbled and groaned. But Mamamoto made him keep his distance and his silence, and agreed that the monkey could travel with them. They traveled on a great distance, and there in a field that they were crossing came to land in front of them the most magnificent bird that Mamamoto had ever seen. It had plumage of every color of the rainbow. It was large almost larger than a great eagle, and flapping its wings, it stopped in front of Mamamoto and the monkey, but the dog immediately attacked the bird, and a great fight ensued. But Mamamoto, seeing that both of them were very brave and determined to win, he stepped between them to stop the fight. When he did so, and the dog took its place behind him, the bird again also bowed to Mamamoto and said, "Great Mamamoto, I know you. Can I please come with you on your quest?" Well, the dog again was jealous, but Mamamoto made him keep his peace, and the bird joined the little troop as Mamamoto made his way to that place where he knew the demons resided. Now, after they traveled a great distance, they came upon a large sea. Now the animals had never seen the sea before. They were overwhelmed by this sight, and fearful also, because they knew that they had to cross this sea. But now they had great faith in Mamamoto, and Mamamoto gathered them around him and said, "Now, there must be harmony between us. We are a group that is now going to face the demons which lay beyond this sea, and we must be together." Well, as it happened, there was a boat lying there, and all of them climbed into the boat, which itself seemed to make its way across the vastness of this sea, until it came to land at what appeared to be an island on which there stood a tall castle. Now they could see on the top parapets of this castle there were gathered, looking out at them, a troop of demons, horns shining on their heads. Mamamoto turned to the magnificent bird, and he said, "You have great wings. You have sharp talons. Go ahead. Engage the demons. Have them break off their horns in subjugation, and we will join the battle." The bird flew up to the highest parapets, and just as he was asked to do, he engaged the demons by saying, "The great Mamamoto is here to eradicate you. Break off your horns in supplication." The demons laughed at him. "You have no power over us. Wait until we beset you with our iron weapons." And they raised their weapons as the great bird descended with its sharp talons and began to tear at them. In the meantime, Yamamoto, the dog and the monkey, had to scale the stairways, the circuitous stairways that led to the top of the palace. But when they did so, they too engaged in the battle, and demons were tossed over the parapets, were sliced limb from limb, until finally there was only the head demon remaining. But when he saw all his other demons had been disposed of, he broke off his horns and knelt down before Yamamoto in subjugation. "Do not kill me," said the demon, and Yamamoto replied, "You must be disposed of." But strangely enough, Yamamoto did not dispose of him right then. He took a rope and tied him up and gave him into the care of the monkey. And then Yamamoto went around the great palace gathering the treasures that lay within it. And then the whole troop of them, Yamamoto, the dog, the monkey, the bird, with the demon in tow, returned home to the elderly couple, who with great rejoicing welcomed Yamamoto back. In using this story as an allegory, there are parallels that can be made. We can say that this elderly couple were like this being of duality, this being that has a right brain and a left brain, male and female, objective, subjective. But at the moment when we begin our spiritual journey, when we wake up, so to speak, and become aware that we're aware that there is a greater force at play here, and begin our spiritual quest, what occurs for us is the realization and familiarity with the levels of mind that we've called and so often spoken of as being that sensual or nitty-gritty. And we could say, as a parallel in this story, that the dog represents this level. The dog represents this level of mind, of duality and toing and froing. And this we have to embrace in our spiritual journey, our awareness of the laws of existence, cause and effect, karma, and so forth. And then we could say that the monkey represents that second level of mind, the aesthetic, the intuitive, quick, knowing. And then the bird of all colors, representing that level of transcendence, of unification, oneness, the recognition of wholeness. And we come to embrace all of those three levels of mind, bringing together those three creatures, just as Yamamoto did. And then we too have had to come to the sea, the ocean of oneness, which we have to cross. But the question that arises out of this story and can be posed to you is, What is it that these devils, these demons, represent for us when we embrace the three levels of mind, when we're unified as these animals and Mamamoto? What is it that these demons that have to be vanquished represent for us in this story, even after we have embraced the levels of mind and reached a state of Satchitananda, crossed the level, the ocean of oneness, to find in front of us the castle and the demons that must be vanquished. If you want to take it a step further, we could even ask, why did not Mamamoto kill the head demon there and then, but rather take him captive and take him back with him? Can you make a representation? What are these demons that must be vanquished after we've crossed the ocean of oneness, after we've embraced the levels of existence, the levels of mind? What is it that besets you now? What are the devils that remain to be vanquished in your life?
Of these procrastination, guilt, anger, or temptations or distractions.
They still have horns?
They do every now and again, that's right, yeah. And I think he kept the other main demon alive as a reminder of what's out there.
But when we also return to this folk tale and recognize that these three creatures, along with Mamamoto, together, although the bird went first, that's a little clue, isn't it? Were able to dispose of these devils. What do we use then now when these demons beset us in sloth and frustration, doubt, fear, whatever else there